Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Explain 10. Today we are, oops, this is parked at fuck that this is confusing. Wait, shift. This is confusing, hold for a second. Wait, yeah, right, sorry, I forgot, I forgot how to put the views in Explain. I was playing a game earlier, so mix it up in my head. So sorry for that. Today we're starting as you might see, LXGB. Oh wow, look at that! Or Gibraltar at the tip of Spain, but it actually belongs to England or Britain or whatever you want to call it. For those of you who don't know this, probably quite a few of you guys know the story of Gibraltar. So it lays off the southern tip of Spain, and there is a so this sort of like this part is belongs to Spain, and then this part belongs to England, and this is of course a very frustrating thing for Spain, but a very important thing for England. Or not that frustrating. And the big or complicated part with the Gibraltar is not only the mountain, it's also that it is a highway going along the runways. If you know you had a plane coming in here, it's just like, oh, gotta stop my car, and then 737 just zooms by another 767 in this version, but we can do that because it's a simulator. So what we're gonna do today? Today we're gonna look at some. I'm still building or thinking about. Actually, I'm gonna put this as so when I check. Today we're looking at some freeware airplanes. So from different places. So I'm gonna start with the 767-300 as I'm in right now from xpilot.com, made by a that guy. His name or something. Words. You can find it at xpilot. I will link the link in the description, I think, if I'm not lazy enough to not do that. And then we will go through. I have about 5 or 6 airplanes here, and if I have the time, I will go through every one of them. Also, apologizing for, I hope I didn't say that, I apologize for last week. The video came up on a Sunday, I think it was. That is not because of my fault, or it's my fault a bit, but shut up. That was because when I started to upload it, it took about 1,000,000 years to do that. So I pressed the upload. It uploaded, then at 90% it froze, so it was just holding at 90% for about around 30 hours, and then after I just ran away again. And I used the internet on other devices, so my internet was working, but it was just something with the YouTube that didn't really want to upload this video, that video. And also another news, or not news, but stuff. Flight. I talked about in my introduction video that I might do flights, for example, between Arlanda and Copenhagen, and Copenhagen to Gothenburg, and those kind of stuff, or longer, like Stockholm, Dubai. I am working on that, or I'm not working at all at that. I'm just sitting around thinking I should do that sometime, and then I'm not really doing it. But that is because, as you probably know, I'm 15 years old and I go to school every day. So I go to, for example, that's not when I wanted to go. So I have to study every time I go home, and right now I'm having sort of like a little bit of trouble with, or not trouble, but we have quite a lot of stuff to do. So that's why it's taking some time to do stuff and to have flights going on with you guys. I'm just remembering where. Oh yeah, that was right there. But that's what I'm gonna talk about now. So let's start. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna land each of these. Planes too. These planes are all free, where you can get them at xpilot and xplain.org are those sites you can get this from. Okay. See if I can run it. So now we're back in here. So I started to go. I flew around. Fuck! I'm not in 3D carpet. I'm in this bullshit mode. Whatever. I can't do it. So pros and cons with this airplane. This airplane, I love the sound with it. You will hear that more as we go. I'll do this sort of like intro now, and then in a few moments I'll just pause it and do the replay. It doesn't have the virtual cockpit, or whatever you want to call it. I don't really remember what it's called. 3D cockpit. If you do that, you can see there's not really anything. Oh shit! Hey guys. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back into X-Plane 10. So what I actually had to do, that I crashed it, so I just put it up, you know, like 3 miles away, and then flew it in, because I'm too lazy to do the whole thing. Because as you probably noticed, I came in a little, I talked a bit too much, but that's where I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna right now sit twice for landing, and then once we're down on the ground, we'll talk about pros and cons about this airplane. So yeah, enjoy the landing.
200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
So I came in a little bit late right there, yes I know, and this is a 767, it's not even supposed to land here. But you know, oh yeah, shit, that's the end of the replay. But there we go, and but you know, thanks to the unrealistic expansion stopping time, I had no problem stopping at all. So pros and cons with this airplane. As I said a little bit before, you can't use the 3D cockpit, you have to be in this view, which is sort of like if you would sit in a jump seat sort of ish. If you zoom, the cockpit just follows you, and that's not really that good. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's not really my favorite. I don't like this, I don't like it this way, but it's a very great airplane. And I love the 767, it's, if not the, I'm definitely one of my favorite airplanes. I flew it to Thailand for about a year ago, actually quite precisely a year ago, in a tube flight. So livery you got with this one when in download directly from xpilot.com is the Austrian livery. So yeah, and also if you were watching, I would if any for you, for example, Flight Factor and one of those you were watching, seriously, give us a good 767. We want it. So this is, as you can, sorry, my partner came on. So as you can see though, no cabin either. I said either in the last episode. I noticed that I usually say either, but for some reason I just went with either. So you can see no cabin whatsoever, except for these sort of like alleyways. Yeah, alleyways, I call that, right? I don't really know why I made those only, and sort of like, well, then you got this wheel, and in the back you got some stuff right there. Also the auto brake doesn't work at all, or at least not for me. No matter where I put it, it doesn't work at all. These are the main X-Plane channel things, and they, yeah, you know, they don't really work that well. The engine stuff, that just looks a little bit unrealistic and feels unrealistic when you watch it. Up overhead we got a little bit more stuff. We got the I love that. That just makes me love an airplane or an add-on. It didn't have that on in the 777 from Flight Factor. That made me so fucking sad. I just sort of but that's actually it about the airplane. So it feels a little bit light when you fly it sometimes. The sound is great. I love the sound, especially when you land. When you go from 20, when you're supposed to end the flare or fly or whatever you want to call it. You're supposed to fly at 50 each, but in XP you do it at 20, because the airplane takes quite a short time to react here, and compared to what it does in the real world. I noticed that we started rolling again. Whatever. So when you fly at 20, it's, you know, the sound goes out. That's a very good impression, indeed it is. But that's, I really love it. I love that. But that's the 767 from xpilots.com. I will put the link in the show notes below, or whatever it's called. Next up we got whatever it's called, Sobiri. And we are back in X-Plane 10. So now we are in the, okay, I'm gonna try to pronounce this the right way. Eclipse Aeroc, something right that around that 2.0, and the 2.0 is because of the version the plane was in when I downloaded it. This is probably not the most updated version, but I haven't really, and it is from Explain.org. The coming airplanes are all from Explain.org, I think. Yes, they are. So this thing, it has pros and cons. Actually, I'll say the same thing. Start to fly and then talk about it later. So, see you. So, as we are now turning into Gibraltar, which is over there-ish in this, I'm gonna stay away from saying that name too much. So, this is actually sort of like the plane I flew to Gibraltar. No, St. Barth in the last video. It is a little bit light, and for me it's just way too light. I'm more used to the 757. This is, and also when I'm gonna talk about that, I'm gonna talk about that in 1 second. If you just pull the joke a little bit to the left, the plane just goes vroom, exactly as I said in the last video. That 500 voice, I don't know if that's realistic or not. I haven't searched that up because I'm way too lazy, but whatever.
400.
It sounds funny, I think. Or actually, not funny, but it's, you know, just like sticks out a little bit, not like the normal one. I'm gonna be a little bit quiet now for the landing.
200. 100. 15, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Oh my god, that was a police car. I've never seen that before. Is that usually there? No, I don't think so. Oh my god, I love it. So, as you can see, that was not one of my best landing. Whoops, it is, but I'm not really that good at landing. And just as the 767, the sound when you, as you can see right there-ish when I put up and down the flaps. But I'm gonna do just a thing, a little bit of quick right here. Now I'm not gonna. There we go. Now I'm not hiding my mouse carrier or whatever it's called. Right here we can see the flaps going up and down. It sounds quite fucking awesome. So this has a 3D cockpit all around, and it works quite well. You have the autopilot works definitely great. You have this. You have this. Wow, great there, Bjorn. Mistake, maybe not realistic comes from flying with the side check, and then you have the cabin back here. This is actually quite worked through. Everything works. It's definitely, yeah, very good airplane. I love it. This, although away from the or not, unlike the 767 is what I'm about to say. This takes some time to brake. You don't have reverses, so you don't have your foot brake to slow it down with, and speed brakes and flaps, of course. But it just takes some time to, you know, like slow it down. And also another thing that I thought of when you stand out here, you can see inside. As you can see, it's just black windows, and that's a little bit boring. But you know, it's not very often to stand up. Oh my god, I want to see in the cockpit. But you know, just a little thing. So that's the Eclipse next airplane. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now we are in the Dornier Do 328-110 or 328-110 version 1.0. Probably not the latest, but this is, as you can see, quite a swanky-ish looking cockpit. It's actually quite nice model, I think. It looks a little bit plastic, a little bit unreal, yes it does, and but you know, it does the job for you, mostly. I don't really know why I opened that. So this is, for those who don't know, a propeller airplane. I'm flying British Airways right now because I'm in Britain. And this also have a cabin. It also has a 3D cockpit and a cabin. And the cabin looks actually, according to me at least, quite nice. So let's take this plane for a spin then. And oh yeah, and you can open every door in this airplane, away from a lot of the others, the other free airplane and regular airplane as well. You can open and walk down the door, which is, you know, adds a little bit of nice realism. So, close again, and then we are gonna fly away. So I'm gonna land this thing and, you know, check it as normal. So, see you guys in a moment. So, fucking fine. For the last 15 million years I've been trying to land this fucking thing. It's really hard. It loses speed quite fast when you go to idle at flaring. It just drops like that. Boom! So for the first time I just landed, and then I started stalling all after time, and it was quite difficult. It took some training, and I haven't fly this for like a million years. So it was quite difficult, and now I'm gonna be quite for landing. 200. And not my best either. But you know, it was quite difficult. So pros and cons with it, and also as you probably can see, I've put it to daytime. And actually, right now when I put myself right there is what I'm gonna talk about. No, fuck kill spells. Oh my god, I'm good at this. There. This is probably the airplane with the biggest difference between the 3D and the non-3D cockpit. I've never seen an airplane that has this much difference between that and this view. Most airplanes just have this view, but you're locked, and this one really has, you know, like sort of like the original from X-Plane 9, I think it was, or is, or no, was sorry. So this airplane don't have that great of sound, but it doesn't really always look that nice, but it's, you know, flight dynamics are really nice. It feels good to fly. It feels good. It is a fun thing to fly. It's a little bit complicated once you're landing, so it gives you some training to do that, or it takes you some training to do that well. I'm definitely not doing that well. It has a 3D cockpit. That's all I can say right now for this. I'm gonna move onwards to the next airplane. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this robust airplane. So when I first downloaded this from X-Pilot, I think it was. I'm not sure at all. Sorry, it might be both of them. I'm sorry, I'm not sure. Just search for it and you'll find it. This is, as you might be able to see, the DC-9. Whoa! Or yeah, the DC-9. So this is before the Boeing took over and made the MD-80, and they changed absolutely nothing almost about it. So this is the one before that, the DC-9. So this, it has quite a good look. It really looks, you know, like robust, and you have, yeah, it looks like the old mighty DC-9s, you know. There's everything metal, nothing really makes sense, because every single switch is different. It's a different switch, and yeah, the wind wiper is sort of like blurring out and in, and don't know where it's going. But shh, we hope we don't mind that. This is a really great add-on, definitely for freeware. It has a great cabin, quite good sound, and only thing I think it's this thing that looks a little bit unrealistic. This also taken just from in real life. It looks maybe. But you know, like this working as it does in a real MD-80, you don't have. Oh, this is something I never noticed before. Oh, what is this? Oh my god, this is amazing. What a. Oh, I love this. Oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry, I've never noticed this. Oh my god. Ah, haha. Sorry. Oh my god. Ah. Okay, well, we're not gonna look at that. We're gonna land this thing, not look at papers. Come on. There we go. There. So let's landing. Be right back. So, ladies and gentlemen, now descending down again. In this DC-9, I love it. Not only because it's a DC-9 series, because I like the DC-9, but you know, this is a great airplane. This is a very great airplane, especially because of it being freeware. it does have a great sound when you do stuff. As you can hear now, the gears coming down. Earlier you had the flaps coming down. I had the flaps coming down again. I put the flaps up to 30. Yes, I did. Hopefully I heard the speed break this time, and I don't remember if I did, because last time I played this through, noticed that, oh shit, I did down the speed break, and I had to do it again. Actually, I'm gonna be quiet landing.
400. 300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
So, down on the ground, speed breaks up, speed breaks down right there, and the reversers up. This plane has reversers, I don't know why I said that, it's quite fucking obvious. Yeah, but that's actually, I think I'm quite proud about that landing, or proud is the wrong word, but it was quite nice. Second try. No shit. So yeah, this is a really great airplane. It has, you know, like, the carpet looks nice, the sound is great. Actually, well, let's go. Actually, also, so you don't have the speed here, so it's quite, you have it down to 60, but then after that you sort of have to, you know, like, guesswork how fast you're going, which, you know, like, gives it a little bit more interesting when you're trying to tax around, like, what speed am I going at? I have no fucking clue. So you have to sort of like measure with your eyes outside. Now one thing just with the sound that I love about this airplane is this little feature. Sorry, but that's loud. So you can actually open a window, and not only can you open a window, it makes a different sound when you open a window. Oh my god, I love that so much. That is so fucking spectacular. Just that bit of realism gets you up to sort of like OMSI level, for those of you who know what OMSI is. For those of you who don't know, that's a bus simulator. Not that I like buses, but then watch it one time and sort of like when a guy called Nerd3 or Dan, Nerdcube, played it and talked about it a little bit. It's quite funny. That's sort of what I wanted to get out with this airplane, I think it was. Yes, it is. So, really great airplane, really realistic, and I love it. And now let's move onward. So, ladies and gentlemen, doing this in real life, so because this bus has one of the coolest features that does not work when you go for it through replays. I'm gonna make it.
30. 20. 10.
Hopefully it works now.
It's going to take the captain just a few moments to taxi to the gate, so we ask that you remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened until the seatbelt sign has been turned off and the aircraft has come to a complete stop at the gate. That will be your only indication that it's safe to get up and move about the cabin. We also ask that you keep the aisles clear of any carry-on baggage. This is the termination of our flight this morning, so we ask that you check seat back pockets, closets, and overhead bins for any articles you may have brought with you. Extra care should be taken when opening the overhead bins, as heavy articles may have shifted during our flight. On behalf of your entire flight crew, it's been our pleasure serving you this morning. Have a pleasant stay.
I love that. That's really nice. It's sort of like, yeah, well, you know, a little bit though, but it sounds really quite great. And the only thing that I don't like it because there's the sound of the flaps going up, but of course, as you can see right here, the flaps is not going up at all. And I'm gonna do a video sort of like, and I'm gonna do the normal landing and talking video, so we'll have to see that. So we'll get to see that also. So be right back. Fuck it. So now I'm back here at the in the wing view. This is back in sort of like the freeware stuff with the nice sounds and stuff. This is the 737 from the 737 project. Yes, it is. So I've gone through sort of like different airplanes on this. I'm gonna go through that in just a moment when I've landed this. This is the last airplane we're looking at, by the way. But no, I really like this as it has. Oops, I'm outside airplane. That's not good. As you can see, it has a great cabin, or not great, a huge, big cabin, just like the. Changed my mind quite a few times. Just like the normal 737, and now I'm gonna be quiet for landing.
$100, $50, $30, $20, $10.
Well, not my best landing. Sorry if you heard sort of like a little in the background. That was me turning on and off my microphone. Sorry. Actually, now when we were going down, I thought about this, about how fucking awesome wouldn't it be living in one of those houses, as you can see while you approach over the water. Oh my god, that would be fucking awesome. It's probably not a house, it's probably a hotel or sort of like that building. But anyway, how awesome to live right there. So this airplane, it only has, as you can see, the you can work in the virtual cockpit stuff. A funny thing though, you can turn on wipers. But the wipers only work in this mode, but you can see them, but it doesn't work in this one mode. If you click up here, or sort of like up here-ish, you get this sort of like message where you can get, you know, like where stuff is and stuff. And I'm great at getting it up, but I'm not really that great at getting it down. This looks a little bit unreal. Yeah, that's, as you can see, if we turn up from all there. That's not nice. That's not nice at all. Det där är inte så trevligt. I don't really know why I started speaking Swedish right there. For you Swedish people watching, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The other people, you have no fucking clue. But here we go. That's it for today's episode. Hopefully it will come up on Thursday. I hope so. If my internet allows me to. If the internet wants. I hope you enjoyed this show. Subscribe to Gaming Gang Community if you like what we're doing. So today we have not, as you probably know, we have not looked at, by far, not at all, the most, or all of the freeware airplanes. There are hundreds of them. We have looked at 26 of them. Not the best or hugest or the most popular or most unpopular either. I've just chosen quite a few airplanes that I think are interesting and fun and good to look at, and decided to fly them. They're all different in their own way, and all not like the normal, stick out from the mängden normal, sort of like words-ish. That's all I have to say for now. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next week. Bye bye.